So here we go. It all comes down to this, the Premiership Division Final of the Canadian Corporate Soccer League, featuring the division's top two teams. It's FC Jazz versus Peaky Blinders from Olympic Stadium in Montreal. Taking a look at how FC Jazz line up, they were the class of the division this season. So good offensively, and they also weren't bad defensively either. They were just a great team through and through, very deserving of playing in this cup final. And now taking a look at Peaky Blinders, a solid defensive team, and they will certainly give FC Jazz a good fight. You can't pick a winner in this one. They finished 1-2 in the regular season, and I think we're in for a cracking match from Olympic Stadium. We'll take a look at FC Jazz for how good they were during the regular season. They survived a nail-biter in their semi-final. In order to get through to the final, it took an 82nd minute penalty kick against Montreal Penetrators to see them through to this cup final, and we're going to see their big player coming on screen momentarily, in my opinion. It is Hanu Beyond, the center back. He'll be very busy today, and he'll be made busy by these guys, Peaky Blinders. We said earlier, a very good defensive team, but that storyline was pretty much out the window in their semi-final match. Usually they're a defense-first team. Well, they absolutely throttled LGQV 7-1 to make it through to this final. LGQV are no joke. They were the finalists of this division last year, and Peaky Blinders just played them off the park. So we have two informed teams for this cup final. We are on hallowed ground here in Montreal at Olympic Stadium. When our camera pans to the left, you'll see the Olympic Stadium and the Olympic Tower. It was the host venue of the 1976 Summer Olympic Games here in Montreal. The stadium initially had a capacity of 100,000, and when our camera pans to the right, not to be forgotten, we'll see Stade Saputo, which is home to Montreal Impact FC of Major League Soccer. The teams won't be shaking hands per COVID-19 regulations in our region. However, they will salute their supporters. And Peaky Blinders gets us underway at Olympic Stadium in Montreal. Taking a look at the officials on the right side of your screen, Eor Harhu gets the big assignment for today's match. He's got two very capable assistants on the lines with Najib Selmi and Luis Vargas. Ball put up the field by FC Jazz. Graham Neysmith with you on the commentary, as I have been throughout the 2020 season on Corporate Soccer TV. And this is certainly the climax. Moving from right to left on your screen is FC Jazz in their blue tops with white stripes, while Peaky Blinders in their slightly lighter turquoise tops, moving from left to right. It is an absolutely perfect day for this final here in Montreal. 24 degrees at kickoff as here's a left-footed ball put in towards the back post, headed away by a FC Jazz defender. Now getting it down. He's got Girassi in support. Not really able to use him as he's played himself into a cul-de-sac, and now it's taken away by FC Jazz as they look to move it up the field. Such a fluid team in attack as they look to use their pace down the byline. It is Letzi who is putting a couple of moves there, and he gets by Diab. Or excuse me, no, that's Diab who he got by. Now a ball into the box, but the goalkeeper, Mathieu Corneli, is fast off his line. You'll hear the supporters in the stands. Almost 200 spectators turned out for this match. We actually had to turn some away at the gate in order to abide by the COVID-19 regulations, but they will certainly be in full voice today. A number sitting beneath us, and then you'll also see on the far side some spectators up on top of the concrete facade to watch this one. And there you get our first look really at Stade Saputo. 19,000-seater, as we said, home of Montreal Impact FC of Major League Soccer, and all of the Major League Soccer greats have played at that stadium. David Beckham and Steven Gerrard, David Villa, Didier Drogba, and now Thierry Henry is the manager of Montreal Impact, as that's a nice defensive play by FC Jazz, and it's put out. And this field we're on right now is actually the practice field for the Montreal Alouettes of the Canadian Football League. They're a Canadian football team here in town. That is Diop trying to move it through. We actually have two Diops on Peaky Blinders. Malai Diop is wearing number 10. It'll be important that FC Jazz watch him today. And that's one thing we'll watch from FC Jazz. They love playing it short. They love building out from the back. I don't think I've seen a goal kick go long from them this season. Usually leads for a contrast in styles between two teams, as most teams in this division like to send it long off the goal kick. It'll also be interesting to see how FC Jazz perform today, as they're used to having the lion's share of the possession, but against a team like Peaky Blinders, I don't think that will be the case today. It'll be very even in terms of possession, in my opinion, as there's a loose ball in the middle of the park picked up by Peaky Blinders. They move it to this near side. A smart move to get it back, and there we see them pinging the ball around in possession. Looking out to this near side for Malaidzi up, but he wasn't on his horse, and it goes out of play. FC Jazz only dropped points twice this season in a shocking 3-0 loss to Cafeteros FC, and then they also played to a scoreless draw with Montreal Penetrators, the same Penetrators team they saw off in the semi-final match in order to get to this final. While Peaky Blinders, their only blemish came in their very first game of the season almost 2 months ago against, you guessed it, FC Jazz. It was a 5-1 score. Uncharacteristic for Peaky Blinders to give up that many goals. And here comes Diop hopping by. He almost kept the ball in bounds, but now it rolls out. And it's going to be a throw-in taken by Marcelo. Looking down the line. That's Chico moving in, putting it into the middle for Litsi. He's taken down, certainly a foul. Apologies all around. But it's going to be the first free kick of this game. Standing over it by the looks of things is Prince, an important player in the middle of the field for FC Jazz, our official setting up the wall. And there you get a look at the imposing Olympic Stadium. When it was initially built, 100,000 seats in that facility, one of the largest stadiums built to that point in 1976. Standing over this free kick is Letziai. This one in there, and it's knocked away. No score 5 minutes into this one. Both teams still feeling it out. FC Jazz gets possession back, and they're looking to bring it around the horn. Malongi on the far side. Lost out possession, and here comes Peaky Blinders. They've got some good width, and they're going to use it here with Girassi. Trying to move inside, but he's lost possession, and now a player blows a tire in the middle of the park, and the official says it was a foul. FC Jazz keep it going quickly. Trying to move it down. That's Chico. Putting a couple of moves, playing it into the middle. Loose ball at the top of the box is cleared away by a defender. And now flying in there and committing the foul, or actually drawing the foul, is Babacar Niang. And now we're going to hold it up. You can hear the fans weren't happy with that. We've got two Niangs. They're actually both at the top for Peaky Blinders. Babacar, who just drew the foul, and Abdoulaye. And now I believe a player is bleeding, so he's going to be forced from the field. So we're going to wait for him to head off. I actually believe it is their central defender, Hani Beyond. And it's a drop ball and played back into the middle. Z up for Peaky Blinders. That's a crafty play, looking up for Z up, but it's taken away. Chico back through the middle. Moving it back, Marcelo once more. He's got Chico down the line. And Joe, I thought he kept it in bounds, but the official says he did not. So it's going to be a throw-in for Peaky Blinders, Girassi to take. And there you get a really, really nice look of Saputo Stadium. 19,000 seats, as we said. Nice left-footed ball, looking towards the box. And then knocking it away is a defender. Up the line, Marcelo once more into the middle. That's taken away. A nice play. Now down the line, looking to get to the byline. He's turned away. And then it's team defending that time from FC Jazz to force it out for the throw-in. Looks like Girassi is going to step up to try his luck with this throw. They're lining up like it's going to be a long one. Peaky Blinders, a very physical team. Usually the biggest team on the field whenever they play. And Girassi looking for a long run up here on this artificial pitch turf. Headed high in the air. And then grabbing it well as FC Jazz goalkeeper Kibala. Remember, Jazz do not like playing it long. They're going to play it short out to Marcelo. Hani is back on the field. He makes his way back to his spot at center back. Moving it through the middle, I believe that is Prince, who switches the play to the far side. Malongi on it. Looking for the long ball up the field for Letzi. Not going to fall for him. Now turning in the middle of the park. That was Ziane who gave it away, and now a ball down the field. Certainly a foul. Oh, no, play right on, says the referee. Here comes Peaky Blinders, looking for the strike. It's a good save from Kibala. Calls for a foul that time, but the official says play right on, and Kibala forced to make his first real stop of this game. FC Jazz coming right back at them. Long ball up the field. Headed down, but it's going to be a foul against FC Jazz. Their striker, Letzi, has been involved quite a bit. Number 17, he took the free kick. He just committed the foul, and he's going to be their player. They're looking to move it all through. He's got Nakatala on his right and Chico on his left. We're already familiar with Chico as he's had a few good runs down the side. Back through the middle, Ziane for Prince. He gives the ball up, a physical play. And here comes Peaky Blinders on the counter-attack. Looking through, it's knocked away by Hani. A key defensive play already by number 22 in blue. And look at that. FC Jazz have won the throw. Well, some really great players have been around these parts. We already mentioned all the great players who have played to our right at Stade Saputo. And we also, at the Olympic Stadium, so many great players have come through, including Pele and Franz Beckenbauer when they were playing for New York Cosmos in the old North American Soccer League. They came to town to play the Montreal Manic, I believe their name was at the time. And now here comes Peaky Blinders looking to slide it through. A couple of nice moves, but recovering is Malongi. And he puts it out of play. He'll concede a corner, our first corner kick of the game. So remember, Peaky Blinders, a very big team, especially some of their midfielders. Malad Ziup is very imposing in the air. Number 10, you see him standing at the top of the box right now, and they're going to commit a couple of men forward here, including his brother, number 5. A couple of men here on this corner kick. Ball put in, knocked out of play calmly by Malongi, and we're going to try it again. We are using an automated camera. It keeps up with motion on the field, but sometimes it may be just a bit off. Good thing we have a view of the box here as we're going to try it again from this corner kick. Abdoulaye Niang up there as well, number 27. There's a high one into the box looking for Niang, heads it down, and it was Abdoulaye Niang who had that opportunity at the back post. He was up the field and just put it wide, and Kibali is back to grab it. Well, continuing on Olympic Stadium, I remember, I think it was 2009, AC Milan came to play a friendly match against the Montreal Impact in their preseason, and one Ronaldinho was on their team at the time. And I remember watching Ronaldinho in warm-up. The Olympic Stadium was one of the first domed stadiums in the world, and you can imagine how high the roof is. As there's a long ball looking for Letziai, knocked away, but it's going to be picked up by Prince. Prince with some room in front of him, but the ball is off his shin, I believe. He's going to be looking for Nakatala, but he's given the ball away. Winning it right back. Ball into the box. Corneli is off his line and throwing it quickly out to this near side. Outside football, and a dandy at that. Here comes Peaky Blinders, and he forces him away. Marcelo over there to intercept, and he's going to knock it out. He claims he got the throw in, but it is going to be Peaky Blinders' ball. And I remember watching Ronaldinho in warm-up for that game with AC Milan, and he was juggling the ball, keeping up the ball, and then he would blast in. I swear in my, 11-year-old eyes, it was almost touching the roof of the stadium. And then it would fall back down and he'd control it right off his foot. Amazing to see, but so many great players on these grounds. And in fact, this field we're using, as we said, is the practice field for the Montreal Alouettes. And UQAM, which is a university in town, a French university, they use this field for their varsity matches. FC Jazz not happy with that throw-in from Girassi, but it's no matter because it's going to be a goal kick. Now, Peaky Blinders, we mentioned they're a very physical team, physically imposing, and you know what? Because of that, they tend to concede a lot of fouls, and really their Achilles this season, the book on them, has been that they give up a lot of fouls in dangerous positions, and they're not really able to defend them. In fact, I remember against Stadium 5 very early in the season, Stadium 5's only opportunity of the game was a free kick about 20 yards out, and they converted it. And they had the lead for the majority of the first half, despite Peaky Blinders being the much better team, as there's a foul committed. And Peaky Blinders were in some trouble. They ended up flipping the script to make it 3-1. But that is the book on them. But you know what? Since then, it's been smooth sailing for them, as here's a ball up the field, headed up rather than out, and then forced away a bit more. Headed down by Marcelo. Chico couldn't quite get the foot in. Ziane looking over the top. That one headed right back where it came from. A powerful header at that. And here comes Ziup, playing it back for the other Ziup, and now it's right back up the field for Malay Ziup, but it's going to be pulled back for a foul on Ziane. Nothing doing through the first quarter of an hour, and now there's some concern being expressed here for Ziup, who is on the ground. Jigo and Malay Ziup in conversation. And I believe it's going to be Lam to take this free kick. Or pardon me, it was actually Mbang who took the kick. Flying in there authoritatively, and it's going to be a physical game today. It's going to be different from what these teams are used to in this Premiership division. They're really going to have to work for it. That's Lam who played it outside. Nadzur looking up the field. And now a foul by FC Jazz. I think it's Nadzur who fancies taking this free kick. Or no, he's going to leave it for Lam. Number 3 in turquoise. And they're setting up like this one could be going into the box. It's a line drive headed away by a defender. And now a handball committed by Let's See, so we're going to try it again with a free kick. Left footer standing over it is Ziup. Ball in there, deflected down. Here's a real opportunity. An acrobatic attempt ends up going over the goal. FC Jazz looking to the officials, calling for a handball or an offside, but they let it go, and Kibali will be back to gather the ball. Make no mistake, that was a real opportunity. I'd have to say that Peaky Blinders have had the better opportunities through the first quarter of an hour. Remember, FC Jazz did have that free kick, and they had a couple of balls into the box that Mathieu Connelly, the goalkeeper for Peaky Blinders, had to deal with, but apart from that, the chances have been for the team in the lighter color. Here is Hani playing it up long. Remember, he went off the field about 5 minutes in to get patched up. A nice overlap being made by Marcelo, but they go for the direct route, and Marcelo unhappy he wasn't given the ball there. They transition it out wide quickly. That's Nadur looking to take his space. He's got Ziup through the middle. Oh, a nice move. Still going. Plays it into the middle. Now it is Mbang. And he undersold his teammate with the pass. Picking it off is Chico. Moving through the middle. Prince. Long ball. Looking for Nakatala. Nakachala trying to get around. Has he committed a foul? He has. Some nice play there from FC Jazz as they move the ball up the field quickly. Diop, he's drawn a foul, and they're not going to be happy with that. The official really exerting himself on this game early on. Here's Girassi looking to move it outside. A nice option presented here by Gigo. Looking up the middle. That one knocked away, and there is Hani. And he's forced back to Kibali. And then he makes himself an option right there. Very important. A nice play by 22 in blue. And they move it to this near side. Marcelo looking down the line. Chico on it. Girassi shielding him to the outside. A nice overlap by Marcelo, but they give it to Letzi. Marcelo still going. That's certainly a foul. Marcelo looking very active down the left side already today. And FC Jazz play quickly into the box. It's headed away. An audacious effort was about to be attempted there by, I couldn't quite get the number, but it went wayward. This one up there. Zien trying to close him down. They play it through the middle. Chico there to intercept. They were looking for Malad Diop. Nakatala playing it back. That's Prince. Prince up the middle for Letsai. There's a nice through ball for Chico to run onto, but it's a vital slide tackle by Girassi. He may have just saved a goal. He was beaten for pace. Chico looked like he had him along the outside, but Girassi with a perfectly timed tackle. Fundamentals there as it's thrown in by Marcelo, and they're going to get him for the foul throw. They're saying he lifted his foot, so it will be Girassi to take the throw. And we've seen that FC Jazz have been very eager to break out from their own half. They don't like using the long ball, so that makes it very important that their center backs, Hani Beyond and Ziab, present opportunities. If, for whatever reason, they're not presenting an opportunity, they could be in trouble and they could have a hard time getting out of the back. We haven't seen too many mistakes from them this season doing that, but then again, this is a completely different animal here in the Cup final. That was Malongi who drew the foul as he went flying in there. And it is Ziab who stands over this free kick. He's got Beyond behind him, but it looks like he's going to go along with it. A nice one hanging up there. Nakatala almost got onto it, but it was headed away by a defender. Now a bouncing ball right through the middle and an acrobatic play by Hani to knock it away. Oh, excellent control with the chest. Combining well. Malad Diop all the way back for Girassi. Doesn't really have an option, so what a smart play that is up for Malad Diop. Holding it off. A nice physical play there. Play right on, says the referee. He's letting them play now. Two big boys going at it there. Diop. And I believe that is Ziane. And now he's got to call a foul this time. No, he does not. Letsiai. The official saying he's going to let them play. He was in the game a lot through the first quarter of an hour, but he's going to let the physicality amp up a bit here. Good battle won by FC Jazz. Playing it up the middle. Nakatala trying to get around. It's a play sacrificing his body and knocking it away. Diop, is he caught in possession here? Oh, he's worked it out well. Nice option provided there by Nadur. Ziane looking to move up the field. Slide tackle put in. Official says play right on, and Peaky Blinders have the ball. Out wide. And Marcelo, what excellent defense that time from Marcelo. And now they are going to draw it back for a tug on the shirt. And they'll pull it back. You can really hear the crowd here. 200 people in attendance. Not all of them in the stadium. Of course, some on the concrete facade just in front of Saputo Stadium. You'll see a lot of Congo flags as quite a few players on FC Jazz are of Congolese descent. And now a foul there as the physicality amping up between these two teams. Two worthy combatants, as we said earlier. The top two teams in the Premiership division during the regular season. It's going to come down to who can keep their cool, who can limit the mistakes. And Beyond calmly playing it back to Kibali, who hoofs it up the field. Diop back into the middle. Diop fancies that left-footed ball with the outside of the foot, just slicing it down the line. And Hani punts it up. Played back, Prince spraying it out wide, a bit too far for Malongi. Nakatala to close down Nadur, and Nakatala has fouled him. Graham Neysmith with you on the commentary as the sun starts to set. As we said, perfect conditions here on this Sunday evening. 24 degrees Celsius at kickoff. Ball up the field. Well controlled. Onside is the call. That is Niang. Babakar Niang playing it back. Nice job presenting an option there. Ziop's available through the middle, but he puts the move on his defender. And now it's cleared away. That was Malongi who's got his foot to it. Now on the counter, here comes FC Jazz, but it's a great job getting back. Couldn't quite get the identity of the player who came back. I think it may have been Girassi who came in to mop up the mess and stomp out the attack. Nothing to separate these two teams through 25 minutes. I think FC Jazz can really present a problem for Peaky Blinders if they start to get some overloads going in the flanks. We've seen that Marcelo has been very eager to get up, and he's already up here, number 12, as there's a long throw into the box, headed away. And there is Marcelo intervening, and now he and Prince aren't on the same page. Or I believe that was DNA, actually. Left foot ball up the field by Ziop, knocked away by Ziab. Marcelo on it once more. Ziane up the field. It's going to go right to the opposite color. Looks like FC Jazz are... Or excuse me, no, it's Peaky Blinders who are getting ready to make a switch as Malai Ziop has it down the flank. Into the middle. Not really any options moving forward for them right now. That's what Ziop is looking for. Looking right down the middle. And it's going to be knocked away. I think it was Zien who was making that run up, and it's out of play, and we'll see if they get their sub in now. Note they're going to keep it going. Nadur plays it back for Lam. Ziop. Oh, what a nice move that was. Scooping it over the top. Not sure if they were going to be on side or not, but Kibali was taking no chances. Or Kibala, rather, excuse me. Taking no chances, and he received it. Now a throw-in to be had once again, and now they'll get the substitution in by the looks of things. And coming off here, I think it is Malai Ziop, who gets a nice hand as he comes off the field. And coming onto the field is number 14, Askia Nabasua. So Ziop is off, Nabasua is on, and he'll take up a position in the midfield, and the ball's turned over by Peaky Blinders. And they're going to call it back. There's a player down. I believe it's one of the Niangs. There's two of them on the field, as we said. Abdoulaye, who had the good header opportunity. And also Babakar Niang. And slowly making his way back to his feet now. This is the Canadian Corporate Soccer League, the Canadian member of FIFCO, the International Federation of Corporate Football. And it is Abdoulaye Niang who is the player who is hobbled. And I think he's being told to head off the pitch. I don't think it's a sub. He just has to go off and then he'll head back on. And I think the drop ball is going to be given back to FC Jazz. Nope, Peaky Blinders is going to take possession. Ziop. Primarily a left footer. There he is trying the ball over the top. That's where Niang would have been if he wasn't off the field. So a good idea, but it's going to be easily gathered by Kibala, who looks to break out. That is Ziab through the middle. Ziane gives it away. Here's a turnover. There's a long drive. It's a goal. A great goal. It's Babacar Niang who opens the scoring in the cup final. We were mentioning it. We said FC Jazz, if they're going to break out, they have to be careful with it, and they gave it away that time, and Niang makes them pay. A wonderful strike into the back of the net. And 28th minute, it's an opening goal. They created the turnover, and you know what? They were a man down at the top, and they get the goal. Babacar Niang with a great finish. Kibala was out of position, and it's an early goal for Peaky Blinders. Abdoulaye Niang is back on the field, and this certainly changes the complexion of this match. FC Jazz, they've been comfortable in possession, but they haven't really had much going forward just yet. And Babacar Niang is the one who gets it. Listen to the crowd chanting. They were happy with that one as they got the opening goal. How will FC Jazz respond? Turning on the ball, that is the newly inserted Nabasua. Playing it back, Diop, back for Nabasua. Girassi presenting an option. Niang was down the line. Oh, a nice back heel. Nabasua exploding through. Abdoulaye Niang trying to combine. Girassi throws in the tackle, but they turned it over. Out to this near side, Chico. We really haven't said his name a lot. We have not said the names of Chico and Nakatala too much in this first half. They're the two wing forwards for FC Jazz, but we said that name quite a bit. Let's see who just had the ball bounce off his hand. There's a look at the Peaky Blinders bench. As they're feeling good. Ball at the field by Girassi. There's a good header by Hani. This one sky high from Mbeg. Bounces down. And that is Nadur who gets it. Girassi. No one really up the line for him. But it's a nice ball that's too far ahead for Abdoulaye Niang. Hani plays it back. Look out. Babacar Niang putting the goalkeeper under pressure. And here's the press again. But it looks like FC Jazz have handled it well. So it's a similar situation to that really caught them a few moments ago where they were trying to break out with it. But it was a mistake. And now is that another mistake? Diab does well to knock it forward. You can really see a good press being put on by Peaky Blinders, and that's what led to their opening goal, and it's what nearly created a turnover there. But now it's Marcelo using that width as he's done so well through this first half hour. A left-footed ball into the box. It bounces. Now look out. Wide open shot, taking it around. Malongi trying the shot. It's a sliding block. I think it was Nadur who got to it. Malongi, the right back, getting forward. Had a glorious opportunity, but sacrificing the body was Nadur. Long throw it into the box, knocked away by Lam. And now Peaky Blinders move away from it, looking to counter. Look out on this near side. Niang making a great run. That's who they were looking for, but it took a deflection off of a defender, and it's going to bounce back for Kibala. Babacar Niang right now is the man who is the hero. A wonderful strike in the 28th minute from, I'd say about 25 yards out. Kibala, you'd have to say out of position, but only because it was a sudden turnover and he was looking to maybe receive the ball back and he couldn't get back into position fast enough. Nadur working the 1-2, skipping by a defender. Now he takes a tumble and he's drawn a foul. FC Jazz yet to make a substitution. 30 minutes into this one. And Nadur a bit slow getting up. They get it started again. Diop. His Nabasua. Moving it around, putting it out wide, and now they're going to play it back. A bit of possession here for Peaky Blinders. Lam has it. Looking up the middle. Again for Babacar Niang. He was offside. I thought he was going to be offside, and indeed he was that time. Hani being told just to back up this dead ball. Marcelo on this near side. But Hani plays it long. Knocked down by Ziup. Outside the football up the field. Chico cutting inside, trying the long drive. It easily skips to Corneli, who you'd have to say has not been busy through this first half hour. In fact, this is the first time we're saying his name in quite some time. There's been some pressure on the defense, but the defense has handled it well. Ziab heads it out of the way of, I believe that is Giogo on the far side, and FC Jazz have the throw in. Lam looking up the field. That one knocked away. Now looking through. Niang running it down. Ziab just got there to poke it back. And they get it quickly out to Marcelo. Oh, that's a horrible turnover. And they're going to say it. Were they offside or did it hit a hand? But nevertheless, a breakdown at the back nearly cost them as they get it into Ziab. Looking out wide, Malongi, lots of space on that far side. Looks like he'll take some of it. And then play it down the line, looking for Nakatala. Poked away by Lam, who has been solid defensively today. 10 minutes from the interval, and it's a 1-goal lead. The goal came in the 28th minute. Long throw in by Malongi, knocked away by a defender. Now looking to move it back to break out. That is on the far side, Nadur. The long-legged left back, but he's giving it away here. Nakatala back through the middle. Poked away. Nabasua gets it. Babacar up the field. Nabasua running it down. Ziab over there. He just slips in front of him. Falls down. And I believe they are calling a foul. We're going to have a substitution coming in. It is Babacar Niang who comes off. He gets a nice ovation. And a new player is inserted into the match. So the goal scorer comes off in the 35th minute. I doubt that is the last we'll see of him today, though. Beyond playing it long. Knocked down. Ziup. Taken away. Here comes FC Jazz. Playing it through, looking for Chico. Girassi got the angle on him and now has drawn a foul. FC Jazz at the interval, they're going to have to figure out something to move it up the field. Their midfield's been playing very well, you must say. But they just can't seem to get it towards the goal. And we said this in the first 5 minutes. This is going to be the first game this season where they probably won't have just a dominant amount of the possession. And what are they going to do with a stiff test from Peaky Blinders? Malongi with some very nice defense on the far side. I believe he's up against Jigo. Now through the middle, getting it back. Niang's loose at the penalty spot as they're being forced away. Ziab doing some defending. They look to the top of the box for Ziup, the left footer, moving it to his left, trying the shot. A diving stop, but it's loose. Another opportunity off the side of the post and out. Zien was the one who followed it up. The crowd really letting their voice be heard. And you could hear the chant there. It was, I thought they were going to look for Niang through the middle, but it ended up bouncing in there. A really nice shot. You always knew he was going to take it with his left, Ziup. It was a nice save from Kibala, and he did enough to force Zien to put the rebound opportunity off the side of the post. Now that is, let's see who is going to get himself a throw in, and Marcelo will jog over to take it. There's another look at Olympic Stadium. A setting appropriate for this cup final. Built in 1976, one of the first domed stadiums in the world, I believe. And it's still used today for a variety of events. And in fact, we've had, well, all 5 major sports played in this area. And just off to the very far left, you see the Montreal planetarium there, newly built. But a lot of sports played in this area. We already mentioned the football that is played on this field, as it looks like there's a sub being made by Peaky Blinders as Girassi checks out. And they throw it back in. This one bouncing up the field. Beyond fumbled over it. And out through the middle, it's taken away. Diab knocks it down. Malongi looking up the line. This one hoofed over the top and knocked away. I think that's Lamb who got to it. And now Marcelo put under some pressure. And he'll draw himself the throw-in. So we've got all the sports here. We've got soccer, of course. We already mentioned the football that's played in this area. There's an arena just off behind us that hosted a professional basketball team for a few years, the Montreal Jazz. As there's a foul throw. Baseball was played at the Olympic Stadium for years by the Montreal Expos. As we're just sorting this out, and we're going to get back to it. Nice slide tackle there. Ooh, an illegal one, though. I think he got the studs up, did Zien. And now the official wants a talking to with Zien, who had that opportunity a few moments ago off the rebound. And need to size up this free kick. What can they do in the last few moments of this opening 45? This one floats up there. Corneli off his line, and he's got it. It falls right into the breadbasket. It looks like FC Jazz may have switched it up momentarily. I think Let's See is playing on the far side, and they've got Chico, or excuse me, on the near side, and Chico is more in the middle among their strike force. Nakatala still on the right-hand side. Here they come through the midfield. Slide tackle put in. They're still going. They get it down the line. That is Let's See trying to cut in. A couple of nice moves. He falls down and he's drawn himself a free kick. And he's going to stay down for a moment. Right now it's Ziab and beyond. The two center backs are up there as they fancy an opportunity on this free kick. I believe it will be Hani to take it. The official, Mr. Harku, just sorting things out. It is going to be beyond. This one, well, pretty much 20 yards out. Good opportunity to try a shot. This is actually a delicious opportunity for a right footer to try to dip it over the wall. Corneli will be called into action here. It's whistled in. Henny beyond. Off the crossbar and out. It beat the goalkeeper, but it was squarely off the crossbar. We're going to take another look at it. And look at the reaction from beyond as he thought he had it. He beat the goalkeeper, but it hit the crossbar and bounced out. There's still danger for FC Jazz. But oh, that would have definitely changed the look of this match heading into halftime. We're going to have a sub here. I believe it's Peaky Blinders with a few minutes left. Nadur is going to, or excuse me, a couple of players are going to walk off the field. Nadur and Abdullah Niang are coming off. Now we see Papi check on. So there's a ball into the box. And they're going to call a foul. So Malai Diop checks back on. And it may have actually been Zien who came off. Didn't quite get the identity of the player, but we know Malai Dion is back off, or Diop rather. And we see Papi on this near side, number 2. Headed on, Papi to run it down. But it's going to go all the way back to Kibala. Diab, where are his options? He plays it through the middle. Is this trouble here? But FC Jazz momentarily had it played well, but they've given it away. Moving it around, Malongi puts the foot in. Now Diop. Marcelo will jump that route and put it up with the left foot. Here comes, let's see, a late opportunity, but flying in there to intervene is the center back Mbeng. Mbeng, rather. And actually, it's going to be Peaky Blinders' throw. Oof. That one perhaps lucky not to be called back for the foul throw. Ball put through the middle. Diab on it. Looking to put it out wide. Malongi not really giving him an option, so he plays it back for Hanu. Or Hani, rather. Diab. Long ball right down Main Street. Knocked down by Lam. DNA. And now, physical play. Official says it was equal there, though, as this was off the head of Prince, another player who we have not mentioned in a long time, Prince. And now they'll have to wait a bit longer as there's a player down. I believe it is Diane, who was grappling with the Peaky Blinders player, and the official in conversation with head official Igor Harhu in conversation with Luis Vargas. As Diane stays down, we're about to hit the 45 minutes. Maybe a bit of added time to be had, as there have been a few injuries, a few dust-ups. And you can see now with our scoreboard, we are into added time. And the drop ball, Malongi has it. Looking to try his luck, I guess, as he was hoping to catch Corneli napping, but the goalkeeper, safe hands. One last opportunity maybe for Peaky Blinders down this near side. Looking down the line, it's a beautiful ball. Up for Papi. He just keeps it in. Marcelo over there, and he skips by him. Here comes Papi, trying to get around Hani, but that's not an easy task. And Hani, oh, he's played it very well. He's actually run himself a goal kick. They play it out for Diab. As we said, FC Jazz do not like going long with the ball, and they won't get the opportunity here as it is halftime. A goal 28 minutes in by Babacar Niang, but it's been equal apart from that. We're looking for a tasty second half here in the cup final of the Premiership division. We'll be right back. And we're back for the second half. FC Jazz get us going. And immediately they're looking up the field. And that one all the way over, and it's going to be scooped up by Corneli. Peaky Blinders in their light uniforms, moving from right to left on your screen. They've got a 1-goal lead. The goal came in the 28th minute from Babacar Niang. A wonderful strike from 25 yards out. And that is Prince for FC Jazz. Cycling it back, Diab puts it up the field. That one headed away. And now a foul committed against Diop, the captain and the left footer, who had a good opportunity himself. We see two Diops out there, one taking the free kick, and then Malai Diop just crossing the center line right now, and Malai has it right now. To this near side, Nadur. Looking up the pitch. That is Niang, Abdoulaye Niang. FC Jazz, meanwhile, in their blue uniforms with white stripes, moving from left to right on your screen as they play it to the far side. Looking into the box, the important defender, Henny Beyond. He hit the crossbar in the first half. About maybe 5 minutes from time, a free kick from 20 yards out, squarely off the crossbar and out. Left-footed ball over the top. Looking for Niang. But flying in there with the header is Ziab. Looking to move it up. It's just past Chico. Nice turn from Malai Diop through the middle. Good opportunity here. But that was not the best decision as it heads out, and it's going to be a goal kick. A reminder, we are at Olympic Stadium in Montreal. You can see the Olympic Tower just off to the left. This area frequented by some of the greats: Steven Gerrard, David Beckham, David Villa, Didier Drogba played off to our right at Stade Saputo. Graham Neysmith with you on the commentary on Corporate Soccer TV. And then Pele, Franz Beckenbauer, Ronaldinho have played in the big stadium, the 78,000-seater off to our left. And here's a ball over the top, looking to run onto it, but it's going to roll through to Corneli. A press being put on here by FC Jazz, but it's going to be a good breakout here. Cycling it through the middle. One-touch ball down the side. Looking to run onto it, but that is a good foot put in. Not sure who made the nice defensive play, but it was knocked away. We noticed that Marcelo, number 12 in stripes, was so good in the first half. I see him out there right now. I didn't see him for a moment, but he's someone I think could be involved in this game. Both left backs really have been tremendous in the first half. Marcelo for FC Jazz, as there's a ball to the top of the box knocked away, and also Nadur for Peaky Blinders. We see him here just crossing into the center circle, number 15 in turquoise. He skipped by a couple of players with some nifty moves. Peaky Blinders got the goal, but as we said, FC Jazz hit the crossbar, and this one's still all to play for in this final of the Premiership division. Malongi wasn't giving much of an option there, so they get it out. And now that one just smashed towards the stands by Nadur. We have over 200 people on hand for this game, 200 spectators. We couldn't even let all of them into the stadium because of current COVID-19 regulations in this area, so you'll see some perched up atop the concrete facade in front of Stade Saputo, just off to the right of your screen. Really a festive atmosphere here. Both teams with a lot of supporters out here in the Hochelaga district of Montreal. Ball in towards the penalty spot. Is this an opportunity? His touch let him down. And it's out of play for a goal kick, rather. Two players came together in the middle of the box, and FC Jazz wondering why it wasn't a foul. The official is Igor Harhu. He was letting him play in the first half. A physical game here, two physical teams. And actually, I hate to toot my own horn, but what did we say in the first 5 minutes? We said that the knock against Peaky Blinders is they're a physically imposing team, but they tend to give up a lot of free kicks in dangerous positions, and they have trouble defending them. And what happened not even 5 minutes from time? A dangerous free kick for FC Jazz, right 20 yards out, and it was inches away from being a tie game. And you get the sense there may be one or two more of those left in this game. Here is Malai Diop playing it through the middle, and they got a bit too excited that time. Here comes FC Jazz right down the middle. Couple of moves, but recovering well is one of the defenders. And now it's out of play, and it's going to be a corner kick. Listen to the crowd as they anticipate this corner. They see not even 5 minutes into this second half that it's going to be hotly contested. Both teams throwing it all out here at the Olympic Stadium in Montreal. 24 degrees at kickoff. It's cooled off just a bit as the sun is set here on this Sunday evening. And we see Hani doing a circle towards the middle of the field. Number 22 in the blue uniform. FC Jazz committing a couple of players up. This one a good one. Into the box. It hit ahead. Ended up bouncing away, and they're going to whistle it down for a foul. The goal came in the 28th minute. It was Babacar Niang who, in that goal right now that Mathieu Corneli is defending, he took advantage of a turnover and made no mistake putting it into the back of the net. Really a great strike, a clinical finish. Ball put up the field, headed up rather than out by Malongi. And now it is out of play. Nice long throw by Malongi. Malaidzi up, right into his body, looking up for Abdoulaye Niang, but they're going to call it back. So we notice that the strike force for FC Jazz has switched up. We saw Chico, number 19, was on the right side, or on our near side, the left side rather, in the first half, and now he's switched over to the right side, so he's still on our near side. And looking to find a way to crack the defense. Here comes Ziab to take the free kick. It's a good one. A tasty ball in there! Oh my goodness, is it a great save? It's a fantastic stop from Mathieu Corneli. FC Jazz thought they had the tying goal, but it ended up being a great stop from the goalkeeper. What a save that was, and what safe hands as well to keep it off the line. The assistant referee was right there to make the call. It did not go. A nice free kick from Ziab right in there. Not sure which player got the head on it, but it was an absolutely jaw-dropping save from Corneli, and he keeps it a 1-goal lead for his team. How on earth did that stay out? May have actually caught the post somewhat. And maybe that reaction there from the FC Jazz player congratulating Corneli for his save. Maybe that means that Corneli did get all of it. You know, he was called into question in the first half because the free kick from Hani pretty much made it through him. It did hit the crossbar, but he certainly makes up for it and more with that stop as he keeps it a 1-goal game. But make no mistake, FC Jazz are pressing here. They've been by far the more active team through the first 10 minutes, looking for an equalizer. Here's Prince through the middle. Nice ball outside for Chico. Back for Prince. Ziane wants the ball, but they're going to give it away. And now Malaidzi up takes a tumble, and that's a foul. The intensity amping up here at Olympic Stadium. You can sense it in the crowd, in the stands right next to the field, and also perched around the field. Ziup plays it through, wearing the captain's armband. They get it to Malaidzi up. Looking for the byline. He's going to get there. Pulls it back. Nice defense from Malongi. Trying to force him away. What physical play from Malaidzi up. Playing it back to the top. Nadur's going to try his luck, but he got too much of that one and ends up going over towards the sled machine that's used by football teams just beyond the goal. A couple of Peaky Blinders players getting limbered up as they play it quickly. Did FC Jazz, but they gave it right to Peaky Blinders. Nabasua takes a tumble, and it's going to be a foul. Nabasua came in about 30 minutes into the first half, and interestingly enough, the goal scorer, Babacar Niang, was taken off the field. As we said, well, he was switched for Nabasua, who's down right now, so that was about maybe 15 minutes from the interval, and there you see his goal up there in the 28th minute. And we haven't seen him back on yet, but I assume that he will be on the field soon. We have Abdoulaye Niang, who's still on the field, and they're just trying to help up Nabasua right now. There's a physio on site. There's a physio at every Canadian Corporate Soccer League match for every division. I haven't seen her enter the field just yet, though. And Nabasua is going to limp off. And he'll be back on shortly. Now remember, Peaky Blinders scored their first goal when they were down to 10 men. Because it was Abdoulaye Niang who went off because he was banged up, and now back on the field. There he is, Babacar Niang, back on the field, the goal scorer. So they make a sub, but Nabasua is still off the field, as here's a left-footed free kick right into the hands of Kibala. But underestimated from that goal. Abdoulaye Niang, who's one of their forwards, was off the field because he was receiving treatment. As now we see Zien hop onto the field, number 6. And so they were down a man when they got their goal, and they were down a striker, actually. So, an unexpected goal, you'd have to say. This ball put up the field by the center back. This one headed right down by Hani. I think it may have caught him in the face. Oof, a physical play there. Certainly our first booking of the game, as it was Ziane who got absolutely mugged by that player. He's back to his feet well, and you'd have to think that the official will be taking a name. But no, they're going to just call it a common foul. Hani to take this free kick. Someone shouting for the ball to go to the penalty spot from Hani, as it's lofted in there, knocked away by Zien. And now Malai Ziap is taken out, or excuse me, no, that's not Malai Ziap, that is a different player. And actually there was a yellow card issued, apparently to Zien. Although he was the player who was fouled. Not sure what is the deal with that one. But there's a sub being made now, as we'll look to get back to the fluid action. It was a very fluid game in the first half. The officials did a really good job of staying out of the way, letting them play. Two physical teams that were going at it. Just slowed down in the last 5 minutes or so as they get it to Ziap. Left footer up the field. It's a great ball, but look at that athletic play by Hani. Babacar Niang playing it back. This one chopped inside and knocked away. Moving it outside. Nadur. Looking for Malai Ziap. Could have used his width a bit better, but he puts a nice ball hanging up there into the box. It's knocked away. Here's an opportunity. Long strike off the volley. It's going to bounce harmlessly wide of the goal of Kibala. Kibala running down the ball. As now they're playing against the clock. A half hour to go in this game. Still lots of time. Or actually, apparently there was a foul on that play. Looking to get back to the wide open action that these two teams are capable of. Ziab putting the ball high up the field. This one bounces over. And now Control looking to cut inside. Is that a foul? It is. So now, what have we said about Peaky Blinders? They give up a lot of fouls in dangerous positions, and sometimes they struggle to defend them. Hani running up. He wants to get onto this one. He's the one who struck the crossbar with about 5 minutes to go in the first half. This another good opportunity. I'd say 25 yards out, maybe less. And right now, Peaky Blinders are still arguing the call. And they're going to bring this free kick back. We'll also get a sub in, but I'd say that Hani is the one who is favored to take it. We said this about Peaky Blinders. They give up those fouls, and sometimes they're not able to defend them. Is this the opportunity that FC Jazz need? Searching for their equalizer in the 60th minute. Hani to be the one to take. He hit the crossbar in the first half, committing a lot of men forward, looking for the rebound. Ziab in there to try to break up the wall. Here it is. It's Hani over the wall. All too easy for Corneli. He didn't even have to move. And now he's looking to transition it quickly. This one up the field, well over the halfway line. Headed down. Official correctly waving off that play. No foul committed, and it's all the way back with Hani. And dancing around and then playing it back. I think that was Prince. Hani. Malongi waiting for it, but he plays it up the middle. A nice ball for Chico. Great touch as he looks to turn upfield. Here comes FC Jazz. They've got some players committing forward, and it's taken away. Ziup Nice overlap being made here by the left back, but it's knocked away. We have not said the name of Marcelo a whole lot. That's the left back for FC Jazz. He was very, very active in the first half. I think most observers would predict that he was going to be involved offensively somehow, but we have not said his name a whole lot. And look at all that space on the left side as they play it through for Chico. He's onside. Chico plays it into the middle. It's off a leg and now cleared away. And now here comes Peaky Blinders, but Hani goes to ground to safely knock it away, but they get it right back. Malai Diop playing it down the line. Babacar Niang cutting inside. What smooth play this is. Here comes Peaky Blinders, but it's a slide tackle to save a goal. And a nice one at that. Not sure the identity of the player who got on it, but it was a vital sliding intervention to stomp out that really nice attack down this near side. Listen to the crowd as they get into it. Interesting that Diop is the one taking it. He's one of the more physically imposing players, but it's a left-footed ball into the box towards the back post, headed harmlessly out of play. And there they are playing it short once more. FC Jazz. What can they do to equalize this game? It's given away. That certainly won't do it. This ball a bit too heavy, and it's forced back, and Kibala puts it up the field. Nice play by Malongi. Into the middle, turning on it. Let's see, takes a tumble. Chico battling for it. And Chico gets it, looking down the line, misses Malongi. And they're going to put it back to the goalkeeper, Mathieu Corneli. Yeah, they're going to need a bit more width, I think. Malongi and Marcelo, the right back and left back respectively for FC Jazz, are going to have to get involved if they want to move it up the field. They can create some overloads, and they need to present some options as there's a turnover. Diop playing it into the middle. Exploding towards the goal now. There's a long shot that's sliced wide. And now a sub being made. Not sure who's coming on and off. Is there another goal in this game? And if so, who's going to score it? Checking back onto the field is Jigo, number 18 for FC Jazz. He'll go right to the top. Ball up the field over the head and knocked away by a center back. Diop, the left footer, playing it with his right this time, and he slightly undersold his teammate. He's got it back, and they'll calmly play it away. Headed down by Prince. Here comes Diop. His left-footed pass just a bit too short. Now Malongi plays it high. Official says play on. Slide tackle by Diop. They didn't like it, but play right on, says the referee, and it's cleared away. Right up the field. This is a good ball to run onto. Bouncing in there. It's poked. Did it catch a hand? It did. The official waving frantically on this near side. Certainly a foul. Certainly must be a foul and a free kick as the FC Jazz supporters are up in arms. It certainly caught the hand of the goalkeeper who was out of the box. The assistant referee is adamant, and I can't blame him. I believe this will be a free kick on the edge of the box. And it's a yellow card for the goalkeeper, Mathieu Corneli. The right call, the assistant referee adamant with his decision, and it's the right one. Corneli came out. It was a harmless-looking ball over the top. We'll take another look at it here. Yup, certainly hit the hand outside of the box. The correct call, no doubt. The FC Jazz player thought he should have got on it. I don't blame him. The intensity of this cup final, as this one, what have we said? These free kicks happen a lot to Peaky Blinders, and it's another one. It's just a matter of if the teams can take advantage of it. We saw Henny take the first two. He won't be taking this one, as this one right on the edge of the box. The goalkeeper also in the book, as we said. So FC Jazz supporters were not happy because the head referee did not signal for that handball immediately, but the assistant was right on it and he was flagging wildly for him, and they got the call right. So now, right on the edge of the box, big opportunity for FC Jazz to equalize here in the 68th minute. It's poked. There's the shot. It's a great stop. Loose ball in there. And it somehow is away. Mathieu Corneli again making amends for his mistakes, and then they somehow clear away the loose ball. We'll take another look at it here. He somehow saw that, clattered into the post, and then the rebound was directed wide by that player. It may have been Ziab who was in there following it up, but FC Jazz really pressing now for their equalizer. And this is going to be a furious final 20 minutes of this Premiership final. Head away by Hani, bouncing up the field. This one for Malongi. They'll need to get him involved. That one knocked away by Malai Diop. And now a foul against Peaky Blinders. So Peaky Blinders, you know what? They've survived. They've given up 3 free kicks inside of 20 yards. One hit the crossbar. One was a tremendous save. And the other one also obviously did not find the goal, as it's still no goal scored for FC Jazz. But that was the book on them, that there were a lot of those good opportunities. It's just a matter of the other team taking advantage of them, and FC Jazz have not been able to. Here is Diop playing a ball into the box. Headed down! Another great save from Corneli. He's been all over the place today, Mathieu Corneli. It was quiet for him in the first half, but he's made a few key stops in this second half. He's been tremendous for Peaky Blinders. He's certainly changed the outlook of this game. Ziab now fancying this corner kick. And he's going to whip a low one in there, easily knocked away by Peaky Blinders. They are certainly under pressure. They're defending it well. Their goalkeeper's keeping them in it, but they are under pressure, to be sure. Thrown down the line by Diab. Forced away, official signaling for a foul. And now it's going to be yet another free kick. Diab to take it again. It's essentially a corner kick for FC Jazz as they commit some players forward. Marcelo looking to make a long run in from the far side. The fans anticipating this free kick. It's a good one in there. It bounces through, no one able to get onto it. Marcelo running it down, and there's an emphatic bicycle kick. Cleared away. I believe that was Diop who got the final clearance to it. But FC Jazz really pressing here, really throwing everything at them. They're going to keep all their players up for a long throw. I believe it's Malongi who's taking it. It's a great throw into the box, headed down, not fully cleared, and now it will get away with Babacar Niang, the goal scorer, up the line for Malai. But it is intercepted and knocked away. And now a sub to be made. Looks like we're going to have Girassi checking back into the game. A right back who played pretty well in the first half. I'd have to say, Girassi, a defensive-minded player, though. Very good with slide tackles and whatnot, so I'd have to say this is a defensively oriented switch for Peaky Blinders, as he's a solid defender off on the right side, maybe not as likely to get forward as some of the other players. And now Nadur being told to shift back. FC Jazz watching the clock as it ticks down. Malai Diop playing it through the middle. The Diop's combined with Malai. What a nice move that was. but it's taken away. What an intense final this is. Ball put over. Running it down here. Connolly out of his area, and he knocks it away. This one's sliced outside. So I believe Ziab, who was playing at center back earlier for FC Jazz, has now moved further up the field into a midfield role. Number 6 in blue and white. And now a player falls down, nothing there. Gripping stuff at Olympic Stadium in Montreal. I think it's Marcelo taking the throw. It's clean. But this one is intercepted by Zien. Played up. Lam. Uh-oh. He's in some trouble here. Lam, he's just got to clear it away. And that's what he ends up doing, as he was really under pressure. And he concedes the corner kick. Well, corner's better than giving it away at the top of your box, I'd have to say. And it's going to be a corner. Ziab to take once more. He's been fancying his luck with a couple of free kicks. This is a low one, trying to catch them off guard. And it's cleared away. A Peaky Blinders player was ready for it. He was trying to catch Peaky Blinders off guard, but I think Ziab actually caught his own team off guard that time. As this one is cleared away up the field. Babacar Niang, but now exploding forward. Long ball up. It's really opening up here. A glorious opportunity for Peaky Blinders as they move into the box. Cutting it back. Is that a foul? It is. It's a foul, and a penalty is signaled by the official. It was Jigo who was bursting into the box. A slide tackle put in. They cleaned him out, and it's going to be a penalty kick. So here come Peaky Blinders. They can... And now they're going to consult with Luis Vargas, the assistant referee. FC Jazz not happy with it. They're surrounding the officiating crew here. Some late drama to be sure. And certainly some injury time to be added. They're going to maintain that it's a penalty. The captain, Ziap, will take it. He certainly cleaned him out. I mean, there was no case for whether or not he caught him. It was just a matter of if he got the ball first or not. The head official did not think so. The assistant agrees. I believe it was Hani Beyond who committed the vital foul. But it certainly opened up Peaky Blinders against the run and play with the counterattack. And now it's Ziap to take the penalty. Kibala, the goalkeeper, is the one who will try to thwart him. Interestingly enough, Peaky Blinders not exactly committing a lot of players up to try to get a rebound here. But it is Ziap, number 5, to take this penalty kick to try to give his team a 2-goal lead. It's there! Captain's goal, and with 15 minutes to go, Peaky Blinders have one hand on the trophy. It's a 2-goal lead, and FC Jazz really up against it now. Easy as you like into the top corner. Out of the reach of Kibala. He had no chance. We'll take another look at it. Yep, no chance for the goalkeeper there, even if he guessed the right way. And now Peaky Blinders have a 2-goal lead. FC Jazz are going to be throwing the kitchen sink at them here. It's all about defense now for Peaky Blinders. Hey, there's still 15 minutes to go. Probably more after all the delays we've had in this intense second half. There you see it. Babacar Niang got us going in the 28th minute. And then the captain doubled the lead from the penalty spot just moments ago. Peaky Blinders have to be feeling good. They've got one hand on the trophy. And here they come, looking for more. A third goal would certainly put this game to bed. Ziane outside. Nice move. And now they'll call it back for a foul. Every official's decision is going to be hotly contested here by the referees in the stands. Ziab, who's been taking a lot of these free kicks, will step up. Hani, the center back, committing forward. Why not at this point? You may as well lose by 3 instead of hanging on to lose by 2. Down the line for Malongi. Putting in the cross. It's off of a defender and away. Now Malongi wants to try this corner, but they're going to leave it for Diab once more. His deliveries haven't been great, but he looks to change it here. Diab, ball into the box, headed in there. Connolly locks it down. What on earth happened there? It's a goal. It's a goal. The goalkeeper thought he had his hands to it, and it got knocked in. They're going to give it to Lionel Litzai. Certainly arms up that time for Peaky Blinders. A questionable goal. In the 77th minute, it was a nice delivery headed down. An anticlimactic goal to be sure. Corneli knocked it down, and then Litzai just ducked his head in there. They'll say across the line. In any case, I think it was Chico who put it in just to confirm. And we'll see what the decision is here. You know what? I don't think Corneli had control of the ball. My only question would be whether or not it was an offside. Chico was the one who put it in for sure. It's a matter of whether Litzai was the one who put it in. And it's a goal. They're going to give it a goal. Game on. Game on with 13 minutes to go. So finally, FC Jazz converts on one of their dead ball situations. And now Peaky Blinders, this changes the game completely. We're setting up for an exciting finish. FC Jazz get it right back. Moving in through the middle. Doing the splits practically is Diop. Playing it down the line. I think that's Chico again, or it may be Nakatala. I can't really tell. Ball in there, knocked away. Prince onto it. Diab as well. Now this one played off. Hani always going to get his foot in there. Great defending. Marcelo. Hani left-footed ball takes a deflection. Bouncing. Corneli diving to prevent a corner kick, and it worked. This one out of play, and it's going to be a throw-in for Peaky Blinders, who certainly will be, I believe we politely call it time management in these final 12 minutes. As FC Jazz have some life, an anticlimactic goal, but a goal nonetheless. Well, hey, you know what? You have to give them a lot of credit for following in on the corner kick. I mean, what do you want them to do? Of course they're going to try to go for the ball. They're desperate, down by 2. And really, it was a well-deserved goal. A goal based off of hustle more than anything else, as Nadur plays it up the field. And that could be a foul against Babacar. And here we see a couple of subs. Malai Diop comes off. The official just trying to control the technical area here. It's a throw-in. Nadur to take. He's been on the field the entire game. Looking down the line, headed away. And now Malongi plays it up the field. Chico to run onto it. Knocked down by Lam. Diop looking for the back heel. FC Jazz looking to combine. We have a player down. FC Jazz will continue down the field. Now Nadur gets it. And they're going to bring it back to check on the injured player. I believe it's the captain, Diop. Diop, whose penalty in the 75th minute now counts as the go-ahead goal. Would stand as the winning goal if they hang on here. Lots of action on the FC Jazz sidelines. Still checking on the injured player off camera right now. We get a good look at Stade Saputo at sundown. Home of Montreal Impact. I see that Nabasua is back on the field, number 14 for Peaky Blinders. Certainly you'd hope the watch is stopped right now. And now we see Malongi check out. Or no, it's not Malongi, it's a different player here. They're all over the place. There's Malongi, he's taking the throw in right now, and it's a nice one into the box. This one played through, headed away. And now kicked back. Everyone wants to be on the field here. They want to be the player on the field in the crunch time. They want to be the player who turns up clutch. Now a foul, and it's going to be against FC Jazz. So to recap, we got going in the 28th minute. Babacar Niang scored the goal from 25 yards out. Then it was really nothing doing until the 75th, when a penalty was put in by the Peaky Blinders captain, Ziop. That made it a 2-goal game, and then just 2 minutes later, a controversial goal to say the least for FC Jazz off of a corner kick. It did end up going into the back of the net. Not sure who ends up claiming it. Maybe Chico. But here comes Peaky Blinders looking for more outside the football. It just skips past the player looking to get up the field. I think that was... I'm not sure who that was, to be honest with you. Playing it back through the middle. This one chopped outside. Ball up the pitch. And now knocked away. Real pressure being put on here. Physical battles. Malongi couldn't quite get to it. Long ball up the field. That's going to be their best option right now. FC Jazz just get it up the field and hope for a mistake. Nabasua helps it along. This ball outside. Jigo looking to cut down the defense. Cutting inside. It's knocked away by Hani. Where are the FC Jazz players? They're really committed up the field right now, but Peaky Blinders have the ball. Zien looking for a cross and looking just to waste time, I think, as well. He's giving it away here. A quick counter maybe for FC Jazz. Not quick enough. Nadur got in there. Now they work it to the far side. Hani gets onto it, of course, and plays it up the field. Marcelo, very quiet in this second half. Cutting inside, looking to dribble himself. He slides it through. Here's an opportunity for FC Jazz. Playing it up the field. A beautiful ball up. Here we go. One-on-one. Looking to get to the side. Looking to get a shot in. He cuts it back. And it was team defending from Peaky Blinders. FC Jazz still have the ball. The officials' arms stayed down. There's got to be some support coming in somewhere from FC Jazz. Ball in there, and he had no support. I don't know where the midfield and the defenders were to provide support. You could drive a Mack truck into the area that there was just behind him, and ends up going out. You can really hear the crowd getting into it with 5 minutes to go, and certainly some stoppage time has to be added on here. A substitution being signaled in. Looks like it's Jazz who are looking to get some last-minute reinforcements. Long throw in from Girassi. Hasn't been busy since he went onto the field, the right back. Nice run being made by Malongi. Now he's got to hustle back as here comes Peaky Blinders. Malongi slightly out of position. Here they come, trying to cut in towards the goal onto his right foot. Kibala rather, gets down to make the stop. They transition it quickly. Believe that's Marcelo. There's an FC Jazz player down. And they're going to call it back Actually, no, it's Marcelo who is down. And right now, though, hopefully get him off the field as soon as possible because they're chasing the game here. No time to waste. He is going to run off the field, and they'll need a new left back. He was active in the first half, Marcelo. And he looking to get back into it. Marcelo has to stay off the field, and he's wasting his own time now. He has to stay off the field. He's wasting his own time. And there's a sub being made. A new player inserted into the match for FC Jazz. We really cannot afford to be wasting any time as here comes Zien off the field, saluting the supporters. And now we see Abdoulaye Niang head back onto the pitch. High ball up the field. And it's knocked away. Looks like, I think it's Babacar Niang is the only player who's really up the field right now. And you can't blame them, Peaky Blinders. They're really looking to defend. Nice throw in by Malongi. Chested down, scooped forward by Diab. High ball, Corneli punches it away. Whoa, look at him go! He's out on an adventure, he clocks a guy. And now he's going to run back into his goal. If he wasn't already on a yellow, I think that would be a caution, but the official recognizing that situation isn't going to make this game any more complicated than it has to be. Corneli certainly out on an adventure. So now, what have we said? These free kicks have to be capitalized on. Who to take it? I see Hani over there. Malongi stepping up as well. There's another player whose identity I can't quite confirm, and it looks like that player is going to be the one to take it. A vital free kick here. Is he going to be the hero with 2 minutes to go before stoppages are added? His team down by 1. Corneli has been very good. He was beaten on a free kick earlier, though. But the free kick could not beat the crossbar. 4-man wall for Peaky Blinders. Big opportunity here for FC Jazz. The free kick skips into the hands of Corneli, who falls onto it for good measure. They'll be taking all the time they can here, Peaky Blinders. And oof, that was not the best play by that center back, as this one's up in the air. Niang heads it along, and Abdoulaye Niang playing it into the middle. And Peaky Blinders thrilled with this possession down the field, considering the situation where we are in the match. Jigo playing it through the middle. And now they'll just kick it, and oh, they're going to draw a foul. A poor decision to take the foul there from FC Jazz, as they're the ones chasing this game, and it's Peaky Blinders who have a free kick, and rest assured they're going to be taking all the time they can. It's a yellow card there issued to Madzu. And a sub is going to be made. We are officially in stoppage time. I'd suspect probably 3 minutes of stoppages at least. Looks like Amadou Lam, number 3, one of the players standing over this free kick, as well as Jigo. Ziop off the field there, number 5, the captain, who currently has the game-winning goal from the penalty spot. And now Babacar Niang, I think, is the one slowly making his way towards the sidelines. They're going to do everything they can to delay this game, and I hope the watch is stopped, as you want to give FC Jazz the opportunity here. And so here we go. Jigo to try the free kick. Just ends up chipping it over. They were actually looking to chip and chase there. I think it was Niang who was trying to get onto it. Now ball bouncing up. And Hani Knocks it off of one player. Peaky Blinders doing a really good job killing off this game. It's going to be a throw-in deep in FC Jazz territory. I can't think there's much more than 90 seconds left in this match. They've got to get it up the field and get it up the field in a hurry. Well, they have to get it up the field and also get onto it. That is Nadur who gets in, pokes it back. Lamb happy just to hoof it down the field all the way to Kibala. The goalkeeper launching it long. This one takes a couple of deflections. FC Jazz has it to this near side for Malongi. That one knocked away. A vital play by Jigo, who's been all over the place in these last few moments. To the far side. They need to get it up in a hurry here. And that's what they're doing. They've got a lot of men committed forward. This one to the far side. It's kept in, but it's going to be Peaky Blinders' possession. And they'll just kick it up the field. Back for Hani. Calm pass to the far side. Malongi, the right back, really committed forward, and really he's unmarked on this near side. Number 2 just off to the right of our screen, and he wants the ball. If they can get it to him, and he's in a great spot. But it's cleared away. The official checking his watch, and that's going to do it. Peaky Blinders are the champions. 2-1 the final score over FC Jazz. And there you have it, a game really worthy of this final. An exciting match to be sure. And there are your champions, Peaky Blinders, for the 2020 season. Thank you for joining us on Corporate Soccer TV. My name's Neysmith. We'll see you next time.